See you.
As a channel member, we want to have stuff for you guys. What we plan to do, of course, have those emojis, a bonk emoji.
Yeah.
We want to do comic strips for you guys to kind of keep our characters and comics out there, keep the creative blood flowing, and just little strips, maybe monthly.
Develop notifications, sub if you haven't. We're trying to make the best content we can out here and do something more like a podcast.
Let's get out of here. I've had enough of this.
What a rush!
You couldn't be more than 5.
You're so fat they have to jack you up to take off your shoes.
Yeah, well, you're so skinny your eyes are in single file.
Well, you're so ugly your ears stick out to get away from your face.
Well, your mama is
Hold it, wait a minute. Don't bring anyone's mother into this. She ain't here. If it wasn't for your mother, you wouldn't be here. So remember, when you put down one mother, you put down mothers all over the world. So treat her right. Mother, I always love her. My mother. So treat her right, treat her right. M is for the moan and the miserable groan from the pain that she felt when I was born. O is for the oven with its burning heat, where she stood making sure I had something to eat. T is for the time that she stayed up night and took my temperature when I wasn't feeling right. H is for the hard-earned money she spent to keep clothes on my back and tried to pay the rent. E is every wrinkle I put on her face and every worry that I caused when I stayed out late. The last letter R is that she taught me respect, and for the room up in heaven that I know she'll get. Mother, there is no other like mother, so treat her right. Mother, I always love her. My mother, so treat her right, treat her right.
Treat her right, treat your mother right. Treat her right, treat her right.
My mother, so treat her right, treat her right.
I remember childhood without any friends. Just me and my imagination. Kids could be little demons It was hard enough dealing with the ones in my head. But you meet a real monster, that's when you grow up fast. I couldn't deal with it alone. So I made up my own friend. Crim's my best bud. I don't know what I'd do without him. But there's some things we should keep locked away. Not the imaginary friends, but the imaginary fiends. Crim, where are you?
What is up, guys? I'm back. Shane Davis here with another stream for you. What is up? It's actually Phil. It's Phil. It wasn't Shane at all. What's up, everybody? It's Monday. It's Phil's day off once again. I just got back from the mall because it's 1997, and that's where I go eat lunch, at the mall. I had a steak pita with hummus, and all that chopped cucumbers and all, and a little Thai boba tea at my boba today. Got my fix. I hope you guys had your boba today as well. And welcome to the stream. What time is it? Oh, it's 2:30. I got to put the cards up, everybody. Oh, I'm gonna be late. Oh. The cards are going up, guys. If you didn't see Preston Acevedo cards, the page is loading. I have to put the cards up. We'll do, we would have a countdown for the cards. Let's see. Scrolling down. Preston Acevedo. Unhide them. Make perk visible. I'm pushing save. Everybody get ready. I'm pushing save. It is still 2:30 my time, so we did not miss it. And they should be up there. Let's share this screen over here. If you guys don't know, we always put new sketch cards. This time it's painted cards. Let's share the screen. So you could scroll down here. Let's share the screen. There we go. The screen is being shared. If we scroll down, like internet was good enough, we could see here are the Preston Acevedo sketch painted cards. A little bit more expensive than the regular sketch cards. These are painted, ladies and gentlemen. Painted. I know I'm breaking up. Whenever I shared the screen, I think the GIFs on this page slow down my internet connection because this here, my internet is trash. But you're able to get the Preston Acevedo painted cards. I actually don't think I put any add-ons on here. Free shipping, ladies and gentlemen. So if you got, Admoeka says, I got 2. Hey, is that even fair? Got 2 already? He wants the wastoid and silhouette, please, if I get them in time. Look at this is how we run campaigns, ladies and gentlemen. Within seconds of getting up there. Admoeka is in the chat and on Indiegogo, grabbing this stuff. Amazing. Amazing. So that means we could refresh and see. So there's 196 backers. If we do a reefer, a little refresh, 190, 200, all the painted cards are gone. 200 backers means they're gone. There was 4 of them. That means they're gone. Oh my goodness. These guys, that deserves one of these.
Good screaming, everybody.
A matter of minutes. And that's why I wanted to do this stream, really, to see how fast these cards would go. So close to 19,000. Thank you so much for Preston. Thank you, guys. It's not rigged, Holy Hand Grenade. It's not rigged. I sent out an email this morning. This is the time these are going up. Here's a preview of the cards. You can see right here. Here's the update. The update that my girlfriend berated me because I forgot to put I also spelled this wrong. I forgot to put a space between from and our, and I always put form. That's my fat fingers. Beautiful update. Let's take a look at this update. See if we can get a little closer around here. We got some layouts. Now we've broken this stretch goal so we could show off the Shelby back cover. If you guys want to see that, maybe we'll show it off on stream. It's amazing. I just got a message from Preston. Let's see what he said. I think he's like, bro, those sold out instantly. Let's see. He just messaged me. Bro, did those cards go in less than 2 minutes? Yes. I'm telling you, we got the best backers around. So we unlocked the $200 stretch goal, or sorry, 200 backer goal, I guess we call it. So everyone's going to be able to see that this week. We might show it off right now in a little bit. We got 19 people in the chat. Look at this. We got new layouts. I got 6 new layouts for the book from Ricardo. He's working like a madman. This is page 19, just a layout. And I love seeing these layouts. You know, guys like Billy Tucci, they do the rough cut, which has the layouts in them. And one day I would love to do that. Like if we do an oversized book, I'd love to put the layouts, because for the Lost Pages 2, the silhouette story, Alan Alonso did all the layouts, which are so cool to look at. And Ricardo's doing his own layouts. And look at this. We're getting into that big old fight. Jazz is in a tournament of champions for the crown, the king of the ring. And we got Krim here acting like Mick in the corner from Rocky, warming her up, giving her a pep talk. And the bell rings and she goes to town. Big fight. You know, she gets kicked. She gets in the headlock. We ain't doing some no Mary Sue stuff. We're gonna see this babe get beat up. All right. But she will overcome. Look at that. So fun. I love seeing the layouts. So he's hard at work. I think he's working on page 16 right now, he told me this morning. So we're going to charge through into the 20s. That's going to be great. Actually, I haven't been sharing this at all, which is great. You can see here the ring. It's giving her a pep talk and awesome fight action. What is up, everybody? Rick Saylor. I haven't checked who else bought the those painted cards, but they are out. They are sold out. Sold out. As you can see here. Well, they wouldn't even be here. They'd be all the way at the bottom. The Preston cards right there, sold out, ladies and gentlemen. And then here we're talking about the cards. So you can't get them anymore. But look at that waistcoat. It's so rad. This Krim, I think this is the best Krim I've ever seen draw. Love it. Love it. Let's see who's in the chat here. Whoa. It's pretty nice out today. It's 55 out. There's a lot of overcast. It's kind of, cloudy, but real nice. This is all, all I had on. Little, what would you call this? Turtleneck. I got a fresh trim. Took the stash off because it's annoying. Got rid of the goatee. Rocking the burns today. Rocking the burns. Rick Saylor's in the chat. Henry Bemis. I guarantee I would have gotten one if I hadn't been for having to turn off that damn tip. Oh shit. IGG tried to tip itself $13. That's so dumb. I'll have to look into it. I thought there was something where you can opt out of the tip thing, but I don't know if there is anymore. Sorry about that, Henry Bemis. That's a bummer. We'll have some more sketch cards next week, and I'm glad. I was worried, because we charged $50 for these ones, but they were painted. So I'm glad you guys still liked them enough to grab them. Eric Huffles is in the chat. What's up, Eric? Eric's working on some fly stuff. All right. You guys remember his Kichis, his little muscle figures he's doing? He's working on something pretty special that I'm very excited about. That might include some of our characters. So Stay tuned for that info. Cannot wait. Dude, this year is going to be so awesome. Anowaka says, I added the zero tip extension. Oh, just for this. That's right. Vanessa said there was a zero tip Indiegogo extension. Maybe it was Bancroft. Hit up Wackass if you guys want that. I guess it's probably you just added to Google Chrome and would automatically have that zero in there. Great idea. Wackass is on top of Creators Outlet is in the chat. What's up? Smash the like button. Thank you. Yeah, I've been seeing Shane do these solo streams just talking about his book. And so like I said, I sent the link out to some buddies, but I got some time to kill. I just, my belly's full of steak, Mediterranean steak, and boba. So let's talk about some stuff. I'll show you. I've been to some shops and picked up some things. I have things to show off. Shelby is at work right now, so we can't do like a little comic stream. We got Sergeant Politeness in the chat. Hail. Let's see, scrolling back. Holy Hand Grenades. We saw you. General Piggy is here. What is up, General Piggy? Gordon Goodbrother. Mr. Munoz. Ellie. You know how it is. Phil's day off. You should be streaming from a museum. I could do that. I mean, I'd like to go to some museums this year. Henry Bemis. All right. Let's see what's going on down at the bottom of the chat. That Bisley cover is the shiznit. Thank you, brother. Yo, that reminds me. I wanted to show you guys this. The Bisley cover. Now, on the campaign, you can't see the full Bisley cover. On my Twitter, you can, because on Indiegogo, the pokers are centered. But if you go over to Simon Bisley's, the Intense Art of Simon Bisley's Facebook page, you better be following that. If you're not, they post a bunch of awesome Bisley stuff. They actually shared the cover. Let me pop this. They shared the cover on his page, as you can see here. Awesome. Shared the cover. There's the full nippage, and it has 650 likes on it. I don't know how many that converted to sales, but people love it. She looks chilly. Everybody's digging it. So cool to see that Simon's people shared that out, and we got 650 likes. How badass is that? Pretty cool. We got Nick Patera in the chat. He says, yes, reaping probably in a week or two. We are putting the final order in and reopening in a week. So that's cool. Nick Patera. Oh, he's got Axe Wielder John. Where's my Axe Wielder John bust? I don't hear that printer humming. So Nick has an awesome book that he crowdfunded on Zoop. It's probably their biggest success, I would think. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen on there. So it's closed, but I guess he's reopening it soon once they print. He's getting everything ready to print right now. He's been showing some awesome, the final layout of the covers. And we are actually printing his 3D busts, which are really badass. So they're going to be printing this week, Nick. Today is Monday. Alas, the week is young. Sonny Crockett in the chat. What's up, Sonny? Nick has the link. So does Tommy Patterson, Joe Ball. We'll see if anyone comes in. We'll see who's got the courage. We'll see it. Wackass will be backing. Wish I could nab that retailer copy. I'll just have to troll through the local comic shops. I went to some local comic shops last week. I got let me see if I could let me gather some things, okay? You guys watch this while I'm gathering some things. I think we have you could watch this cartoon. I'm still gathering. I'm still gathering. I don't know where my copy of The Exiled went. Actually, I think it's at my office. It's at work. It is at work. But I guess I can do a little show and tell. We could do a little show and tell today. And I might have showed this off on other streams. I picked this up a couple weeks ago. Amazing read. I've been waiting for this thing for a year, and I know I've been suggesting it to people. So if you guys do have a local comic shop and you want to support a bomb artist and a good story, you got to pick up Swamp Thing Green Hell. It's written by Jeff Lemire, art by the amazing Doug Mankey. Maybe I should send Doug the link. You think he'd jump on here if I sent him the link? Is that too much? Is that too, am I overestimating our friendship if I send him the link? But the art in here is crazy good. The use of his double page spreads, and may have mentioned this on another stream just recently after reading this. Oh my God, look at this big moment. So this is an oversized book too. It's part of the Black Label, which is a bigger than regular comic size. You see here's the Cash Grab, which is this is the art book, comic size, oversized. So if you guys like Swamp Thing, if you love horror, if you love gory action, magic, this is really cool. It seems like they're doing a lot of cool stuff in here. Spoilers, Dead Man makes an appearance. We may have some Animal Man lineage in here, which is, I guess, is a spoiler. Swamp Thing Constantine, obviously, it's Old Man Constantine. So I was really impressed. Always satisfied with that Mankey art. And Jeff Lemire could spin a tale. Look at this. Just the spreads, man. And great colors. Look at that big glare from the sun in the background. Beautiful. So pick that up if you guys, after you back the Lost Pages, if you want something now. I was sent by Aldous. Let's see what people are saying here before I get ahead of myself. Nick in the chat says Mankey could kill most comic book artists with his bare hands. He lives like a beast on Instagram. Yeah, if I was building a team of killers, all right, comic book artists versus anyone else, you want like a team. My top three would be Mankey. He's basically a power lifter, right? Bisley, you just look at Bisley and you're like, this guy has been in more bar fights than anyone I've ever met, right? And he's a Brit, and he is a lifter as well. And then if you ever see Kyle Hotz, that guy's jacked. Pros that are in the industry working right now. Those would be my three. Another guy, Capullo works out a lot. I heard he used to be on those roids and he was raging. So, speaking of steroids, I mean, the man himself, the man who left to his own devices would be roiding out every second of his life.
He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke!
Jabal!
I literally cannot stop thinking about stabbing myself with roid needles.
I know.
My body.
You always talk about it.
It sounds, absolutely amazing. Because like what's going on here? Trash.
You're kind of roboting. It might be me though. Am I roboting?
A little bit, but that's the thing. I can't tell if it's my end or if it's on your end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Chat, let us know. Let us know, chat. I was just showing off some kick-ass that Doug Mankey Swamp Thing book. People were saying that Mankey could kill most comic book artists with his bare hands.
Ooh.
People are saying it's Joe's audio. Not Phill is good. It's Robo Joe. That's okay. We'll probably catch up.
Robo Joe.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, Graham Nolan is another guy that comic artist that's jacked. That's true.
Well, that's fresh.
Capullo undersized. Robo Joe. That's weird because usually I'm the one roboting. But different time of day, you know, the sun's in a different area. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? Audio. Yeah, there's a dropping the link to Death. Check that out, everybody, if you haven't backed it yet. It's an amazing book. I mean, dude, the new pages that you're showing, man, are insane. Insano. Captain Insano. We got Lockham Amir in the chat. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Graham is doing great fitness series on his channel. I keep missing that, man. I mean to check that out. Let me see. I'm checking my contributions right now. Thank you guys for grabbing those cards. Amazing. I'm going to have to write those down. Ah, look at that. All gone. All right.
Am I any
so
better?
I was looking at... Yeah, I hear you. Just have to
There's
see
still
how
a
much of
good delay there, but I'll do my best to get by.
No problem. Aldous sent me these. Check this out, Joe. Because I won some trivia thing, and so he was giving away Kenneth Roquefort covers. Look at that. A little Madame Mirage. Beautiful.
Ooh la la.
I always loved this character. I really wanted to read the series, but Paul Dini too. I mean, you don't get bigger than doing a very sophisticated, sexy magic chick than Paul Dini. Now, I don't know how much magic is involved here. Like, she obviously looks like a magician or a magician's assistant. She's kind of got that 20s vibe to her. Very sexy. I'm gonna have to take a look at the interiors of this with Shelby, and then the other one that I chose was this, another badass cover. Check this out. Astonishing Tales. Joe's back.
Is this any better? Like, the sound may not be as pretty, but the signal might be better.
Yeah. How's the delay on that? It sounds really good.
Yeah, good. We're perfect. You're actually responding right after I speak. So, all right. Apologies, brother. I'm doing what I can.
No, it sounds good. Yeah, check this out. This Roquefort Astonishing Tales. We got Punisher, little Wolverine in the back.
Roquefort's so good. It's ridiculous.
So cool. I never seen this before. And then I don't know who this character in the back is, but he looks like a monster. It's like a white rhino guy. Pretty badass. So shout-outs to Aldous for sending me those. Pretty sick.
They're very nice of you, Aldous.
Yes. What? Nick says, I'm in that book, my first published work. Which one? The Astonishing Tales? I'll open it up right now. It must be that, because the other one is Roquefort. Yeah, I think this is an anthology. So we got Punisher Wolverine, Iron Man 2020, MODOK. I bet he does a freaking MODOK story.
Probably.
Or Mojo World. Yeah, let's open this up. Let's see what he says.
Pterodon.
Let me see here. Looking for his name. Were you uncredited? Cover by Top Cows, Kenneth Roquefort. That's funny. He gets credited as Top Cows, Kenneth Roquefort in a Marvel book.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is super weird.
That must have been some like contractual demand or something.
Mental organism designed only for killing. Which story, Nick? Me and Hickman before Hickman got big. Mojo. So he's in the Mojo World one. Cool. That's the last story in here. Oh my God. Look at these. Just flip into the first page. Is this... Who did this story? This kind of looks like Roquefort. Yeah. Pencils by Kenneth. Look at that. That's crazy. Punisher, Wolverine.
I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or anything because I love Kenneth's work, but I'm just seeing a Cyberforce book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm just seeing Top Cow, like mid 2000s, like Kenneth Cyberforce. It is cool though. I mean, he's got a style, dude, that's like totally recognizable, all his own. No one ever mistakes Kenneth for somebody else.
Here we go. Writer Jonathan Hickman, artist Nick Patera, Bobby and Sam in Mojo's World. Here we go. This is early.
Goods.
Nikki P. Look at that detail, all that set work, background. Got a Wheel of Fortune wheel.
Nick
Man,
did good.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Nick, you're so disgusting. Look, this is what you get on the Zade Comics channel. You know, published Marvel artists in the chat, looking at their stories while they're here to talk about it. You know,
I mean, you don't get that everywhere. That's true.
Yeah. If only he had the link to come on and talk about this.
Yeah, come tell us about your and Hickman's thought process to making this tale.
Yeah, this 4-page story. Look at that.
Is Mojo playing Battleship?
I think he is, yeah. That makes sense. Battleship. We got Angela Curry in the chat, new member to the channel. Thank you, Angela. She recently joined from Camel's channel last night, actually. And then now she's joined to my channel, which is highly appreciated. We will never disrespect you on this channel, Angela. And I hope you're here for a while.
She dumped Cam for you? Like, I honestly, this is a travesty. Angela, you're supposed to just be a dirty girl and take both guys at once.
Oh, my goodness. Whew, I'm going to have to take this sweater off.
Well, she subbed to one of two of the biggest beefcakes in all of YouTube, so it's still pretty good.
Not Camelot, Camel Moon.
Oh, Camel Moon? I thought you meant Camelot.
No.
Well, okay. Well, Angela, you're totally justified in your decision making now. If it was Camelot, I was just going to be sad because I love Camelot. But Camel Moon, I think we can look past that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I love you, Camel Moon. It's nothing personal, but bruv, you know we're buddies.
So that was cool. First published work at Marvel, and you get it with a Kenneth Roquefort cover. How sick is that? Props to Nick.
I would have been pissed. How dare they not let me do a cover of a book I'm on?
Camelot, hell no. Camel is a pork cake.
That's pretty funny. I don't know what it means, but I like it, and it seems to apply.
I'm putting my hair up, Joe.
Oh yeah, dude. You can't have that stuff getting in your eyes all day.
Yeah.
I used to have long, stout Thor hair, for a long time, and somewhere around like 27 or 28, I was like, yeah, this shit just gives me headaches all day. I'm done. Going back to short hair.
Yeah, I sometimes I'll like when I grow my hair out again and I got it in a ponytail, my parents will be like, "Is that a ponytail?" Like, yes.
It sure is.
They'll roll their eyes. Let's see. We got 35 people in the chat. We got Noah. What is up, Noah? Noah, what are you doing today? You want to come in here? Bring your young top genius.
Yeah, Noah's probably been out just sigmaing whores all day long, letting them know that he does not care about their feelings or emotions or their thoughts.
Yeah, he is a Sigma male. He's 18 now.
Hey, dude, that's the best time to start Sigma, is when you're 18. Get going early.
Where's NTM? NTM. Can't even find you on Twitter, Noah. God damn it.
Yeah, no, if your Twitter
Uh,
handle is almost as bad as mine, it's impossible to find.
it's true. Here he is. Noah Mactutus. If you want to jump
Noah
in there. We're just
McDaddy, the Summer King.
Nick says you need to put the VO5 in your hair, Phil. Slick it back already. The fingerless gloves add a toothpick too. That's true.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, it'd be like a little Scott Hall action. The Pimp Daddy himself.
Good.
Hey yo. 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 Hey.
Phil, if I paid for the Jerry curl, would you follow through?
Oh yeah, dude. Dude, he's my ideal, structure. Like, I would love to be that jacked.
Oh yeah, dude. Like
I got the height.
perfect chest, not veiny, just really big and muscular. Still some hair on the body, not completely shaved. Like, baby skin smooth everywhere. Like Scott Hall's a man. He's the epitome of
I don't
what
know
an
what I have to
American
do.
man looks like.
Do I start drinking whiskey? Because I need that chest hair that Scott Hall has, and I don't have it. All right. I'm sorry, ladies. I got the leg hair. I don't have a lot of chest hair. So I don't know what to do to get that to be the full Razor Ramon.
Yeah, you just gotta drink a little bit. You don't gotta become an alcoholic, obviously, but a little bit of pills and booze will do you some good.
Dude, yeah,
Just
Nick's
before you
out
go
here.
to bed. Yeah.
This is true. Yeah. If I could look like Scott Hall, I would. He also says you have to work out to the point where you could get the biggest you could get by yourself, and then you start using steroids.
Yeah, that actually makes that's
You need that
super
foundation.
good logic. Yeah. I mean, if I thicker
How do they
bone.
know? Thicker bones. I'm tall, but I don't have the bone mass. How do you know that?
Phil drinks so much milk, I guarantee he has the bone mass.
I drink some milk, man. I think I have just the body genes, so I could get like that. I just have to, put my mind to. I need to. This is what happens. This is what has to happen. We got to get Lost Pages 3 to $200,000, so we could keep having these, $100,000 campaigns, so I could quit my job and split my time into making comics and just working out.
Yeah.
Every day. Because look at Cecil. He has got a $200,000 campaign, and he's working out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he has the leisure to work out. And what am I doing? I got to fulfill cash grab.
Well, and he has the steroids to help. That's part of key here. Is we need more steroids in Comicsgate. I'm a little frustrated at the lack of steroid abuse in our circles. It's time to get the program, guys. Enough of this comic book stuff. We've got to start shooting roids up all the time till we're just high as kite on roids, just roiding out, going nuts 24/7.
Yeah. Sonny Crockett says jacked in Tampa. So I did. Was that yesterday? I worked out yesterday. Went to the gym with a girlfriend. Was that yesterday?
The days have been blurring, my dude.
No. It was Saturday. I went Saturday. And we went swimming. We also did weights, and I did one of those like Thigh Master machines.
Oh, brutal.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm doing like 100 pounds on the Thigh Master, doing the inward one and then the outward one, and then I went swimming afterwards. And then yesterday and today, like my crotch, the groin muscle that is your junk and then your thigh, right in between there, excruciatingly sore. It's insane. Like when I was in bed last night, to roll over was a chore. It's like, oh my god!
Dude, your chode got a workout, and now you got to just keep working the chode, or else it'll just get re-sore every time, like till you can't move or walk right.
Yeah, it was. But I don't know. What do I do now? Do I keep doing them, and then it'll get less and less sore, and you build up the muscle, or then you stop doing it? But then if you stop doing it, you can't do it again because it'll be this sore again.
Well, you
Yeah,
have
people
to
are
keep
loving
going
it.
because now your girlfriend's spoiled by you building muscle in the chode region too, and you can't go backwards. She's got high expectations. She expects muscles on every inch of you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I told her today. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, women have these high standards of us. We gotta have a bulge where there shouldn't even be bulges. It's ridiculous.
Nail Bunny saying, "Go fund me getting jacked out of my mind plus bone implants."
That's a pretty good idea. But go fund me. I need roids. I need these bones switched out pronto.
Speaking of jacked out of his mind, we have a good intro for this guy, and I could say this now because he's a man now.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Yo.
Noah,
What's up?
Tutti, what's up, brother?
How you doing?
Good.
What's up, Sigma Pimp Noah, Master Artiste?
I'm not Sigma. I'm not Sigma. You know.
What are you?
You're on your way to Sigma though, because you've already learned to let women know they're stupid, and that's step one.
Yeah, but like Sigma, they seem like too negative. You know what I'm saying?
They're not
top
too
G.
negative. Yeah, well, yeah, you're top G, that's for sure. It's like
Yeah.
you're riding this line that's all of it. So maybe you're creating a new amalgamation of man, Noah.
Yeah. Because, like, the problem with Sigmas is there's too many of them. So if I was Sigma, I wouldn't be special. You know? I'd be average, you know? That's the problem with Sigmas.
Yeah, you don't want to blend in.
Exactly.
What? Look at it!
Right,
What a
Phil?
horrible cover! Look at that. This cover is just disgusting.
Degeneracy.
Look at Kelsey
Here.
licking Anna's leg.
Yeah.
That's not Sigma.
That's Anna's life, dude. Just
Yeah.
walk around trying to lick her kneecaps.
That's true. All right, what else did I have to show off? Oh, speaking of Cecil, when he came out, he finally got me this. Now, there's a story behind this.
Mm-hmm.
Cecil found this at his house years ago. People from the chat might remember this because he was showing it on Jack Show and stuff, and it's this Lobo action figure. Might be one of the worst action figures I've ever seen. There's no articulation to it. Like a little rotator.
That's like a dollar store Lobo.
Yeah. And so he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna, give this away to someone." And I'm like, "Oh," in the chat, I'm like, "Oh, I'd love it." And it was on the Jack Show, and it's like, "Oh, Phil says he wants it," and then John's like, "Phil doesn't want that." Malin coming in hot. He's just joking. And then so someone else messaged him, was like, "Hey, can I get that?" And so he didn't give it to me because of John, and then he gave it to someone else. But he found another one. I think his brother found it or something. And
He
so
had
brought
two of those shits laying around.
Yeah, and you know how like Lobo's got that cool hook? Look at how shitty this hook is in his hand.
Yeah, it's just like part of the mold.
Yeah.
Gosh, what
is
a
the
piece of
figure sturdy, or is it like flimsy? Like
No,
could you beat off it if you were sitting there and somebody broke into your house? Could you beat off the assailant with it?
I mean, mind your phrasing.
What?
Could you beat
What's the
off
matter
with this toy?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would never beat off with this toy.
No,
But
could you attack the assailant with it?
yeah, it's just full plastic, so it's you could,
That's what I would do.
you'd beat off with it, huh?
Yeah.
There it is.
I would throw it directly in the garbage can, but that's because I just love throwing things in the trash, even if they're useful.
I could see that. People are saying, Phil, that Lobo figure was an exclusive for Comic-Con, really? You think they'd make it better? All of those human centipede actors were at Wizard World Austin years ago. That makes sense. Yeah, Cecil was here a couple weeks ago. He'll be here in a couple weeks as well. Henry Rivas
Sign
says,
book. Yeah.
Kelsey got off easy. He's only a simp. Better than being hooked up to the centipede. That's true. Yeah, and that art. Final. Looks like an extra AI finger. Yeah, that hook. We got Eddie Winkler with a super chat. $2 says, oh, snap. Daystream. Now bonk. Eddie Winkler doing the Lord's work. Oh, you'll be seeing some videos from him very soon, which I'm really excited about. Here you go, Eddie. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Noah, what are you up to? What have you been doing?
Nothing. I went to a college place like recently. Showed off my art. They said I had one of the best portfolios ever. Like in the 7 years that the person's been working there. You know. Oh,
I believe.
Yeah. So I still haven't finished that double page spread, but I brought it to show it off, Phil, and they were impressed by all the detail, you know? So
yes, crazy detail. When are you gonna finish that?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna save it to be like the last thing that I finish on the book. That way then, because I started it in like November of 2021.
Right.
So I'm gonna save it until it's like the last possible page, and then I'll finish it.
Yeah, Shelby told me about that. You wanted it to be like a 4-year-old page, right?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that book comes out.
It will.
I trust you. Noah, you going to the Kubert school?
No, I'm going to some like local place.
Dude, Kubert school's probably not that far from you.
Probably not, but I don't know.
It's probably like a couple hours, maybe.
Yeah. But I got
you could hang out with Ed Piskor.
Why would I want to do that? Dude, I'm better than him, and you know it. I could teach him stuff. What are you talking about? You know?
He could teach you how to wear oversized glasses and have beady eyes, you know?
Yeah, I don't need that.
The Kubert schools have not really produced anyone that like really has blown my mind.
Yeah.
I'm sure they pumped out some okay artists, but like I can't recollect. And I mean, this just from like going to Comic Cons to show to editors from the time I was 18. I was always in line with a few Kubert school guys. You know, like we would always chit chat and stuff. I felt bad for them because like I'd literally watch like them like shakingly walk up there and they'd show their work, and editors would be like, all right, thanks for the pack, and just throw it in this box behind them that you knew was just going to stay at the table when everyone cleared out on the last day. Like it was just their trash box. So I was like, man, at least they're like some like editors are like at least polite to me. Like these Kubert school guys, like the minute they bring up Kubert school, I swear editors are like meaner to them. But maybe they have less of an excuse. It's like, no, you're educated. You should know how to draw right by now.
Yeah. You know.
Admiral Wackass says Ed Piskor could teach Noah about rap culture and how to use the N-word in your comics without getting canceled. It's true. That's a good skill.
I don't need that skill. You know?
I mean, it could be useful.
Yeah, it could.
Noah is a top G. Ed Piskor is a bottom G.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Oh shit, dude! Noah, you got probably one of the best compliments you could get from a chat.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know, I mean, I'm 18, and I'm already better than Ed Piskor, Mr. You know, big shot. Dude, he's so pretentious. It's insane.
Jasper wants me to list off names of people who went through the Kubert School program to see if it changes Joe's mind. Well, off the top of my head, I know. I think Stephen Bissett was there.
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, who?
John Thompson. I think they were the first class. Shane went there. Shane Davies.
Shane's right. Yeah.
That's about it. Who I know. Graham went.
I mean, the Kubert's father was an excellent artist. Like, he's one of my all-time favorite comic artists. I love him. I'll buy all his old stuff, his old Tarzan books, his old war books. Even the Hawkman he drew when he was 12 was more impressive than most of the guys at the actual school.
Moody Smith won. I don't believe that, did he?
Mm-hmm.
That's Joe, right? Joe's the dad, or Andy?
Yeah.
Joe, yeah.
Okay.
Joe Mama.
Yeah, Andy and Adam are his boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy and Adam aren't terrible. They're decent. They've just never been like my thing. You know, like I know they have their followings. It's just I was way too picky when those guys were big. You know, if you
Look it
weren't like
up.
Michael Turner or Silvestri, I was pretty much not going to pay attention to you.
Yeah.
List of.
I get the two of them confused all the time. Like, I don't know which one is who at all. Who did the Wolverine
I like
stuff?
Adam.
Probably Adam, yeah.
Yeah, Adam did Wolverine. Dan Dahl was telling me that's his favorite Wolverine is Adam Hubert's. He also did the Spirits of Vengeance, which I was looking at for a little bit, and I really dug that.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm with Noah.
Yeah. I mean, I've
just like the
tried
guys
getting
in
into them, but they're boring.
with trench coats.
So
I just
you
think
know.
Johnny Blaze has a cool look. I don't know. How do I find this list, Jasper?
You
Category.
Google it.
All right,
Stop
I
being
think I
a
got it.
boomer.
Category. Hubert School. Look, the first one I already mentioned. We got Stephen Bissett, who is a big Swamp Thing artist on Alan Moore's run. That's where I know him from. Sherm Cohen. Sherm doesn't even sound like a real name. Amanda Connor. We got Amanda Connor. I know her. Shane Davies. Dave Dorman. Is Nick
Dave
Patera
Dorman's
still
really good. I'll cut him slack there. Dave Dorman is a consistently excellent artist for as long as I can remember. He's amazing.
Jan Drusema. That's a female. Jenny Friesen. I don't know who that is. Micah Gunnell. Matt Hollingsworth. Scott Collins. There's not a lot of people on this list.
Yeah.
Adam
and like
Kubert.
3 of them have been girls, so you know.
How is it Adam and Andy on this list? Like
they kind of
they went to the school. Yeah.
Yeah, but they got grandfathered into the industry by the dad. But
I'm sure they would have passed anyways.
I highly doubt they had editors the same way everyone else did.
Yeah, I mean, I heard something where Joe Kubert was talking about it, and he told them that he wouldn't go easy, but he might have just been saying that, you know.
He gave his boys an A while they were actually getting C's.
Mm.
Look, I'm doing this because you're my boy.
Yeah.
Under the L's, we got Steve Lieber, Alex Maleev. I've heard of him, Alex Maleev. Looks like
I'm not hearing any top G's besides Shane Davis. You know,
Tom Mandrake. I know him.
Tom Mandrake. He did like Spectre and a few other DC books back in the day. He's good though. He's excellent.
Grant Meehan, if that's how you pronounce his name. He's a Canadian. Rags Morales. Why do I know that name? Rags Morales.
Oh, Rags? Yeah. He did the he got a little boom. He was doing like Hawkman and some other stuff in the 2000s, and then he got that boom doing that story with Brad Meltzer where Mike Turner did all the covers for it. I forget the name of it, but it was the one where like the JLA had basically wiped Batman's memory to keep him from knowing they were doing some other sleazy memory wipe and stuff. And basically Green Arrow's like a liberal piece of shit. Like someone finally wrote him as a real liberal. First time it ever happened.
Yeah.
That's Rags. David Nakayama. It's a great last name.
His name's cool. Yeah, I'm down just because he sounds cool.
Yeah. David Newbold. I haven't heard of him. Did some Fantastic Four. Bill Oakley. I like his sunglasses. Dan Parent, Ed Pisker.
We've all heard of him.
Oh, him.
Yeah, he's always in those bucket hats. You know, my girlfriend's looking
Yeah.
for a bucket hat. She can't really find one that she likes, but Ron Randall, Tom Rainey, Damian Scott. He looks cool. Bart Sears, we know that guy, right?
Oh, dude, Bart Sears is the man. I love Bart Sears.
Eric Shanower. Alex Stevens. Rob Torno. John Toddleben, who inked the Swamp Thing over Stephen Bissett. Timothy Truman. I've heard people talk about Tim Truman, right? I don't know.
Henry Bemis in the chat talking about the bucket hats says just snatch one from Piskor's head. He won't do anything.
Rick Veitch, who's another Swamp Thing guy. Brandon Vietti. Sounds Italian. Now, this name, Loston. Loston. Loston Wallace. Adam Warner. Lee Weeks. You know Lee Weeks, right? He did Gambit miniseries.
Yeah.
Bill White. Stan Wock. W-O-C-H. And Thomas Yates. Man, Thomas Yates got the mullet of it going on here.
I know a Thomas Yates, but it's not the same guy.
This guy.
Look at that mullet, dude.
Thomas Yates.
And that mustache. Dude.
He's a mechanic on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to get like my hair cut like that. That's a top G right there.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Walking around with like a 80s mullet.
What, Phil?
My girlfriend says she thinks I would look good in a mullet.
Yeah.
And
probably.
No. I mean, probably. I would equate it to a mullet like Jesse Katsopoulos.
I can see that.
You know, Uncle Jesse.
Yeah.
So I think I could rock that, but
it'd be cool if you had Uncle Jesse one, but if you get like the Dominique Mysterio one, that's where the mistakes are made. You got to stick with Uncle Jesse. More Uncle Jesse, less Dominique Mysterio.
I agree.
If you got the mullet, you'd have to lose the sweater because you can't like be dressing like a square while you have like an awesome haircut.
Yeah, I got a leather jacket. I got a leather jacket for sure.
Yeah, dude. If you did that, you'd be a top G. You know.
All right, I'll think about it.
I'm trying to get a mullet, but my mom doesn't like them, so it's a battle. You know.
Battle of wills.
Yeah.
Sumo's in the chat. What's up, Sumo? Says, "Damn it, Phil! Did I miss the sketch cards again?" Yes, Sumo. What were you doing? I mean, Sumo's in the far west, off the coast. So I don't know the time difference there. So we're releasing them 2:30 p.m. Central Time. So that's, what could that be? The earliest 10? I don't know what the big island time zone is, but we put out an email. We put them out on Twitter. You missed them. They went out, and there was 4 of them too. They went out in like 2 minutes. Cassandra Cain's my favorite Batgirl. Love that era of DC. Nintendo Ginger's in the chat. I haven't seen you before, Nintendo Ginger. Good to have you in the chat. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're liking what you're seeing.
I've seen Nintendo Ginger around a little bit recently.
Awesome. Jasper Plan 9 says, "No, Phil, you're looking like Danzig. Stay on track." All right. Can dig that. Taller Jake.
Mother, tell your children not to walk Phil's way.
Yeah, someone in the chat was giving me, I think it was Rand Nada. He's telling me some good Danzig albums. I got into them. I like the first 2 albums. They're pretty good.
I like Misfits era Danzig more, but I think it's just because it's more like generic like 50s pop music mixed with punk. You know, it's this weird in between where it's like this isn't hardcore style. This is like we sing about like 1950s horror movies type music. You know,
Yeah.
it's not really rockabilly. It's not really punk. It's this weird in between. But yeah, Glenn did some okay stuff too. It just I feel like his best stuff came out of the Misfits years. The most fun stuff.
He also published this, the Bisley sketchbook for Verotic.
Oh yeah, it's not
pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I ain't no goddamn son of a bitch.
You better think about it, baby. Yeah, dude. I fucking love that song.
Yeah, it's good. All right. I also picked up, I have a local statue shop, or I guess it's like a pop culture shop, but they have a bunch of cool comic statues and a crap ton of action figures. So I grabbed this for like $15. Thought this was pretty cool. It was out of the box. They have them all like lined up. And this little creep guy. Look at that. I was gonna send it to Shelby, but he has like I think this is McFarlane, but he has like a McFarlane like more statuesque one.
Yeah.
So, and then I was gonna send it to Sontag, but he's got one too. So you want this now?
You're like all these guys that grew up in the 90s already have these things.
Yeah.
You want me to send this to you, Noah?
Yeah.
All right. Send me your address. I'll send it to you.
Okay. No, it's really into the yellow nipples.
Yeah, what's up with that? Is that those yellow nipples, huh?
I don't know, man.
They're energy ports. No, they're yellow nipples.
So you
I mean, he's got them on his knuckles too. So
knuckle nipples.
Does he use his tentacle things like Omega Red, or I don't know.
He might. I think he like choked somebody in one of the books. So
yeah, it stands up. It's pretty cool. I got that, and then I got this guy, which was actually in a box. It's like the first toy I've bought in forever. Little gunslinger Spawn.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Dude, I hate his hat though. Like
I know.
Like his hat looks so stupid.
It looks worse in the book.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look
yeah.
as bad in the figure, but it's like this tall in the book.
Yeah.
It's like even taller.
Dude,
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
pretty
so
dumb.
dumb when it's drawn.
It's pretty
Like,
dumb.
It never bothered me, but I'm just now finding out everyone hates it. Like I keep hearing that now. I'm like, I didn't realize people had such beef with this hat.
dude, because they never draw it like well. It always looks retarded. Like it's just stupid.
Yeah,
It's probably because actual cowboy hats are kind of hard to draw. So you just give you this big, tall, like pilgrim hat.
It's so weird. The actually, like Ethan and John were looking at this Mark Brook piece that he did like a quad cover last night, and Gunslinger's on it. But his hat, the way he did it, it doesn't look so bad because he tapers it up. Like he made it thinner at the top.
Yeah.
Where it made it almost look like it's supposed to be like a cowboy hat where it gets thinner. So this one has the lever action rifle that you put on his back. It was a bitch to get on his back though, because you got to get it over his arm. I saw 80s Made has a version where he's got a minigun. I'm like, oh shit, they didn't have that one. That would have been cool. But I got, this one's pretty sick.
Yeah.
So I got him displayed up there. Put him
That's
back.
probably like the second best series going on right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Gunslinger Spawn. I saw Melanie Mack tweeted out that she was reading it. You guys know who Melanie Mack is?
Yeah.
So she had this trade and she was reading it. And I slid into that tweet and put a link to the Lost Pages 3.
I saw that.
Yeah. So,
Top G move, Phil.
I know. You know what it be. Hey, look at that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Brett Booth. Some pretty cool Brett Booth stuff.
I can't make up my mind with Brett Booth. Some of his stuff I think like looks pretty cool, but then other times it's boring. I don't know.
What do you
Like,
think
it's
about
not, It's not
He's
bad.
one of those dudes where you have to see where he came from. Like if you look at his work from the early 90s all the way till now, like he's definitely got like a million times better. Like around the time he went on Justice League in like around 2007 or 8, like you can really see his work starting to refine and pop and look really good. But
Yeah.
I think the only criticism I've seen of him that I think's fair is that it's like a lot of stuff looks the same, like over and over. Like lighting doesn't mean anything. It's just put your hatch where you always put it. You put this where you always put it. But I still like his work a lot, like his modern more so than his old stuff. But not everyone.
Who was I talking to? It might have been you, Joe, where it's like every Brett Booth page has swirly smoke on it.
Yeah, he puts the swirly stuff everywhere. And I get it. We all have like our tropes where it's like this fills space well and it looks good. But like he goes a little nanners with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a part in the series where there's just like a bunch of small versions of Clown. And like this spread is great where they're carrying him.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty fun to buy later and stuff. So there's like a bunch of clowns. But I was looking at his spreads and his splashes. I'm like, oh, these are really cool. But then as you read through this, like you're saying, Joe, he does a lot of the same things on his spreads and splashes, like these kind of like inset, angular, falling away panels. You know, like he repeats those panel layouts a lot. Stuff.
Also, the like even with the main Spawn books, I think it's consistent over all of them. Dude, like the caption boxes like look so ugly. I don't know why they have it that color. It's like it's so like dumb looking. It's just like that.
Oh, is it this? This yellow?
Yeah. It just looks stupid.
That is weird, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it in the literal sense of what it is, just colored caption. Fine. But yeah, I can understand if like the color palette you're choosing, if it doesn't, like you almost have to pick from page to page how you're going to color them.
Yeah.
You got Henry Bemis saying Phill is smooth. That's a Billy Jack hat. Could see that. Yeah, Ed was saying a dream cover would be a Booth bucket list cover from Booth. That'd be sick. Seen him draw some Sovereign Wolf. What else?
I still want an Alex Ross Lost Pages cover.
God, that'd be amazing.
That's what
Masquerade.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's 2 books from now. Maybe we'll be able to swindle our way into Alex Ross's living room. You know, he's not too far from me. So
you only need $25K to get a cover from him. I mean, what's the big deal?
All right, guys. That has to be an update on my campaign. I'd be like, okay, backers, I need to offset the cost for this $25,000 cover. So we have to at least make 60. Can we do that on the 2 books from now? Yeah, that would be awesome. One day. A boy could dream.
Yeah.
A boy could dream.
Yeah.
Are you a Alex Ross fan, Noah?
No. I mean, he's okay, but I'm not like, oh, Alex Ross, yeah. It's like he paints over like pictures for the most part, or something like that. Like he doesn't like he has to get reference for everything, and everything looks too realistic. You know,
if you get through, if you were around when Kingdom Come happened, I think that's the difference. Is like you have to understand, like you're already being exposed to like 30 years of Alex Ross at your age. When Kingdom Come, nobody had seen anything like it. It was I mean, Alex had done a little bit of work, but it was stuff where people were like, oh, look at this guy, but they didn't like freak out about it yet. But once Kingdom Come happened, it was just the epic levels of it. It was like if a Marvel movie was good. So it just blew everyone's minds. And he's just such a incredible artist for like dynamic poses. He was able to do things like, I get it's not for everyone, like I really do. I know some, especially comic purists. Like I remember when Wizard used to do their like how to draw columns in the magazine. Greg Capullo did one where he was like, there's a rule where if you can't ink it, don't draw it. And like I didn't think about like other things outside of that. I was like, yeah, if you can't ink it, don't draw it. So that was like what I lived by for a long time. Where now I'm kind of like, yeah, you can actually do all kinds of stuff. You can like use watercolors or paint or colored pen or marker. Like, I've opened my mind a little bit to there's not like one solid way you have to make a comic. Now there's one way I'll do it personally, but I've actually loosened up a little bit and I'm willing to look at stuff that's not done in the format that I'm 100% used to.
Yeah.
Look at his pencil. Like his pencil work is crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. It's just not
His
like my
red
thing for comics. Like he's skilled,
Right.
But
yeah, it's definitely a different type of
Yeah.
comics. You know?
yeah.
But like his freaking covers are so cool.
He can
Like
do
his
something
pulp.
cool that a lot of us cannot do, but he's also limited by keeping things as realistic as they are, where we can get a little weird with it, or use some weird proportions or some exaggerated perspectives that don't really make sense sometimes and kind of get away with it more.
Yeah. Like I'd take an Angel Medina book over Alex Ross, even though I don't think Medina's that good. What was that?
I said Angel Medina's name I haven't heard in a good while.
Oh yeah.
He did
I've
some
been
good
looking
stuff.
at his Spawn stuff again recently. It's
Mhm.
pretty fun. He does some really, really weird like angles where it's like really hard to read what's happening. But then other times he just like nails it and it's so dynamic,
Yeah. I even saw a few Spider-Mans he did that were like you could tell he had been doing Spawn for a while, and I was like, damn, dude, he's like he's got a touch of that Ian Churchill and a touch a few other styles there. It looks Medina's always been solid. He may not
Yeah.
have gotten like a huge credit that some other guys got, but his work's always been really, really good.
Yeah. I think if he didn't follow Capullo, like he would have gotten more acclaim,
Yeah.
Because
You're
Capullo left at like the height of his game, pretty much. So it's like,
Didn't Shelby do a video on him recently? Was it
He-
Hellspawn or
I
don't remember.
No, that was the Curse of Spawn with somebody else.
Oh, Dwayne Turner probably.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. Those were kind of like the Spawn guys. You had Medina, Turner, McFarlane, and Capallo.
Mm-hmm.
Jasper says, look at his Grant Morrison Batman covers.
Yeah.
Alex Ross, I think he means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
really
buying
cool to
one
see
right
now.
off the shelf. Yep.
Yeah.
See, I don't think Batman looks cool. Like, he doesn't look cool there.
God damn it, Noah. Just agree.
doesn't.
No, I'm kidding.
Nah. This is cool.
Yeah, Rick Saylor's calling to kick you from the stream.
That's because I say the things. See, I speak my mind, and I say stuff that people are too afraid to say,
You're
I'm
like a
pretty,
younger
not-
Hayden Ross.
Yeah. Okay, that's kind of cool.
All right, Rubs. My kids woke up from their nap. I can literally hear them stomping around and destroying the upstairs of my home. So I'm gonna hop out of here. But
See ya.
yeah,
Thanks for
you take it
jumping in,
easy,
bro.
brother. Take it easy, chat. I will talk to y'all later.
Later.
See ya.
Dude, those like top wing part looks retarded. You see what I'm
What do you
talking
mean?
about, Phil? Dude, like the top, like
Yeah, it's like a
wing
chicken wing.
thing. Yes,
It's like a chicken
it looks dumb. You can't tell me that top half looks cool.
Yeah, it looks fine.
It looks dumb.
What was his name? Ross did a first issue of a series called Masks for Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
It was the full book. Was his art. It's pretty cool, and it's all like the Dynamite pulp characters.
Yeah. Sumo says not all absurd comments are hot takes, Noah. True. Yeah. But my takes aren't absurd.
Yes.
That's cool.
Let's get this little. Yeah, great cover. Got Zorro, the spider, who has this is Alex Ross's design for the spider, and it's cooler than any of the spiders ever looked. The Shadow, Green Hornet, and Kato. And
dude, the Shadow looks really cool.
Yeah, the Shadow's awesome, man. He's so cool. Some cool alt covers. I'm not sure who did that one or this one. I know this guy.
You told me that he could like smell crime or something like that. Is that actually like true? Yeah, it was something like that. Because I asked why his nose was so big, and you're like, "Oh, he can smell crime, or he can smell fear."
Yeah, no, that's true. That's why his nose is huge. Yeah. Look, Jay Lee did a cover. Which one's Jay Lee's, do you think?
I think it's the second. Yeah, that one.
That's definitely Jay Lee. That's sick.
I got one of Jay Lee's Batman Superman issues, and dude, it's bad. Because like I got one of his Youngblood Strike Force or Strike Team, something like that issues, and it's super cool. And I picked up this Batman Superman one he did, and it's like all like painted and soft and lame, you know.
Yeah. Look at this though.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Yeah. Cool panel work. Like his panel work and stuff is pretty good.
Yeah.
And look, this is great. That's so cool. Coming out of the shadows. I think this is a spread too. Double page spread.
Dude, the shadow like actually looks pretty cool. Like, dude, what?
Yeah, he makes him look awesome, especially because I assume he's coloring this too himself.
Yeah.
And this isn't, so he's able to highlight the reds and stuff and make it really pop. Blowing him away.
I wonder how it looks in print, because sometimes like red is super hard to get, like to look right when it gets printed. You know?
No,
so I wonder if
I have this issue somewhere.
You do?
Yeah. This is the shadow out of his costume with that big
dude,
nose.
look how big his nose is.
That's his characteristic.
Dude, it's such a weird. Dude, look at it. Look at it.
He's gonna dip into the wine. It's Kato. This policeman.
Eric Cutful says that was Miller's Lone Star that could smell crime. So.
Oh yeah, that's Francisco Francavilla. Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. He does a lot of pulp covers. Really cool. Like retro style artist. He does a lot of these too. These like very, very long cut panels into it. I like that. That's pretty cool.
I think Roquefort did some stuff like that. And Groken.
That guy. Oh, that's a freaking
dude. His nose. It's like, who thought of that? Who was like, I'm gonna make a cool character and I'm gonna give him a really big nose.
Dude, that's how. I mean, the characters from the
1940s, right?
No, earlier, like the late 20s.
Is that what they thought was cool back then? Like kids were like, when I grow up, I want to have a really big nose. Like,
well, I have some of the original pulp stuff. It came out in a magazine. Like, if you look at let's see, there's a good one with his nose. This is a great cover. This is Jim Steranko. I had this signed by Steranko as well, which is
cool.
Sick. Let me see if I could. So in the 70s, they re-released the pulp stories in novella-sized books, and Steranko did all the covers for them. And see, he still got the nose, from back then. So that was something that was established just in the so sometimes there were illustrations in the pulp magazines. That's just how they drew them, and for the cover too. So it's canon.
This guy's hat is way cooler than Gunslinger's. You know.
Yeah.
Way cooler.
Some cool action. There's the spider.
Eric Huffle says, "You grew up with Steven Universe, Noah. You have no room to talk." In my defense, I never watched that stuff. Like maybe like one episode here and there. I mainly watched like Tom and Jerry's, you know.
It's good.
Yeah. Speaking of Steranko, what did he do? Okay, because I hear him get name dropped like all the time, but I have like no idea what he did. And it's like,
so he only worked in comics for a short while, and then he transitioned over to painting. But his most notable stuff in comics, he did Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is big in, what was that, guys? Was in the 60s. And then he did a Heavy Metal magazine story that was based off of a Sean Connery movie called, what was it called? It's some crazy perspective work in that one. Outland, I think. Amazing. I mean, he did Marvel covers that are really iconic. He designed the X-Men logo for Marvel, the one that we know. You know, he did crazy cool Hulk covers and stuff like that. He's amazing, and he recently just came out yesterday. He tweeted about how F climate change.
I mean, I know he's based, but
yeah, he's hella based, dude.
And like everybody's
let me see
like
if they have any stuff on here.
Yeah. Oh, you got a new member.
Yes, Candace B, new member. Thank you so much for joining the club. And you get one of these.
Good screaming, everybody.
You can now take advantage of the amazing emojis in the chat. Like the big Chungus emoji. And so much more. And if you go, well, it depends on, your Zaid made? Yeah, you get those awesome emojis and you know, behind the scenes looks at stuff. Nail Bunny says, school them on Steranko. Yeah, Steranko's awesome. We could watch this Steranko museum video. Because I went to the Steranko museum last year. I actually met him. Amazing. It was life-changing, Noah. Yeah.
Yeah, because like, isn't he like a top G? Like a Chad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Totally. We're gonna watch this video. Hopefully, you let me know if this is laggy or not. But here he is, Mr. James Steranko. Now my internet's cutting out a little bit. We're gonna let it catch up. All right, let's see.
And I've been through a lot in my life. I've done a lot of things. A lot of them I'm not really too pleased about or too proud about, but this is in a class by itself completely.
Yeah, it's kind of choppy.
$65 choice items that particularly represent a theme that I've been involved in for decades, which is depicting American heroes.
You know, for the last 2 years, they've been trying to get this show together, and it's finally come to fruition, and it's absolutely fantastic.
It's an honor to be down here with you and all your guests. So thank you so much for all these years.
Can I really believe this guy?
To see these paintings up close, things that I've seen my whole life, and things I haven't seen before, is incredible.
This is like walking through childhood. All my superheroes.
I'm really pretty well known in the comic book world.
Are you a comic book guy?
Yes, I am.
Are you sitting down? Are you ready for this? For sure. There were three guys at the top of comics: Jack Kirby, Joe Kubert, Ollie Wood. All three of them were like family to me.
I've worked for Marvel, DC, and a bunch of other publishers along the, but my total comic book career is predicated on 27 stories. I was in the business for 3 years. That's lint compared to what many of my associates spent. In a certain way, that made me a kind of bad guy because I got to the top very quickly with experimental type work at the comic area.
I'm waiting for my internet to catch up.
Why is your internet so
Dude, he's a
bad,
top
Phil?
G.
I know.
It's a
I
little
know he
bad,
is.
you know?
A little bad.
Yeah, he's
little bad.
the man. What's up, Candace, in the chat? Jasper says, close some tabs, Phil. I don't know if that'll help. But look at this. This piece is amazing. Like, he's so
I
good
mean,
at doing
it's
collage
okay.
pieces. So cool. Dude, seeing this stuff in person is even better. It's so vibrant, and it's much better than how it printed as well.
Her face looks kind of funny.
That's how women looked in the 60s, dude.
Huh.
Yeah. Let's take another look at this.
It's unbelievable the depth and quality of work that this man's had over the last 55, 60 years.
I brought surrealism into the comic book world.
Star Wars.
Dude,
Look at this.
Dude, that's sick.
He had to paint that before the movie came out, so he didn't know what the actors looked like when he painted this.
Dude.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You could put it into a small canvas is incredible.
Somehow people saw something in it that they liked.
Hey, Jim, it's George Lucas. Stephen and I have been working on this project. The story, the elements, the characters, but we don't know what he looks like. Can you help us?
Getting to see the Raiders of the Lost Ark pieces and know that that inspired the whole tone of that movie is really heartfelt and very amazing.
Those are the first 4 paintings done 2 years before the movie was made. That character in particular, has made a huge footprint.
Look at this. Is so fucking awesome. He based Indiana Jones on the Man of Bronze, Doc Savage, adventurer, stuff like that. Jacked out of his mind. So cool. Yeah, his pieces for this were really cool to look at. Awesome.
That would be sick
he,
as like a poster.
Oh yeah, Steranko's a master storyteller too, which is really cool to just hear him. You tell stories. It was awesome. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Culture.
1977. This would have been published in 78.
I don't think my work has been out of print in the previous 50 years. And how do I know that? I still get a check from Disney every damn month.
There aren't many Jim Steranko's. Thank God. That's your blessing, pal. Come on.
This represents my past. I'm surrounded by what I did 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. These images belong to my friends and my fans.
So to get to see these paintings is a really big deal to me. To get to spend any time with Jim is a big deal.
Bam. I was talking to Dr. Zona earlier, and I said, where can I possibly go from here? And he said, this is it, folks. This is the top.
That's why we're so successful.
This is one of the most special events in my whole career.
There's something here for everyone. Whether they grew up in the age of Sherlock Holmes and the Lone Ranger, or kids who are just going to the movies now and looking at the X-Men and Wolverine and Captain America. And if I can just get one to say, I was really inspired by looking at this art, I'd love to do one of those. Maybe I can be an artist myself. All of it would have been worthwhile.
What a G, man.
Yeah, dude. Pretty
I
cool.
was there through that whole filming and wasn't in any clip.
Wow.
I'm like Mike Wazowski. Remember him?
Nope.
Well, that movie probably came out before you were born. Monsters Incorporated.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't
Like
even
like the little
Aldous
green guy.
was there too. Aldous was there with me. I don't even see him in any of these stills here.
Mm. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That stuff was pretty
Frank was
cool.
very-
Pretty cool.
Yeah, super cool. Let me see if I could find.
Why was he only in the business for like 3 years? Why did he get out?
So he worked. He wanted to transition to painting because, from what I remember him saying, is he thought everything had been done in comics, and he thought he had done everything he could have done in comics. So he wanted to learn to paint. So he taught himself how to paint. And, his buddy's like, but Frazetta's the painter, he's the guy that's doing everything. He's like, how are you going to, overcome that? And so he taught himself how to paint and did all these kick-ass paintings and,
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna have to learn how to paint one of these days,
That'd be cool.
Awesome. Dude, I've been looking at some Bisley stuff. He's growing on me.
Another great painter. Yeah. The Biz. Let's see if there's any Steranko in here. Jack Kirby. Does anybody know which book of Nick Fury that Steranko's in? Because there's Jack Kirby and Steranko in this one I'm looking at right here. Let's see. This looks like... I can't tell if this is Steranko. Nope. Let's see who else is in the chat. We got Dale A. Dang, that was cool. Yeah, he's awesome. You guys got to be following Jim on Twitter. They made sure to cut Phill out. Yeah, that's true too. Good editing. Yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I got a complete collection looking at, and I got to see when the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. comes into play.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
planning to go to the comic shop soon, and I think I'm gonna see if they have like any Steranko stuff, like trade paperbacks or whatever.
I don't think it'll be hard to find. So this is in the complete Nick Fury collection or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. collection, and I just found this is a issue that is written and illustrated by Jim Steranko, and it's got some Doctor Strange in it. He does like really cool background line work, almost Kirby-esque with his technology.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to see like this is old Steranko. Look at that. That's very Kirby-like. and
Yeah.
he was working side by side with Kirby.
The
And then
colors are
comparing
like
that.
nuts. Oh, dude, that middle
Yeah,
panel. Dude, the action is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's a pretty cool shot.
Sick. You got a super chat from Jasper Plan 9, 199.
Oh.
Thanks for showing it, Phil.
Yeah, no problem, Jasper. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. 199. Jasper. And
$1.99.
since you did super chat, you get a bump. Here you go. Hail, thank you so much. Oh, yeah, look at this. This is really cool. So he's kind of like known for doing these really depth-filled panels, like this center one here with the going up the ladder. And I love how it changed to this very stark black and white panel for emotion. And this is the crazy colors in this background. That's insane.
Yeah, dude. What is this, 60s?
Yeah, it must be. That makes sense.
Oh,
And
dude,
that's great.
that panel all the way on the right. Sick.
Yeah, that's great. And I think this is a different artist, though. This guy. Let me see what else.
Oh, dude, that was cool.
Art Noir. This is I think his own.
He looks a lot like Kirby. Oh, dude, that's sick.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool. So this is actually a book. Yeah, he used to be, I don't know if you knew this, before he was an artist, comic artist, he was an escape artist.
What? Dude.
Yeah, there's pictures in, I have this book that I got from the museum, I'll pull it out. And there's pictures of him chained up like Houdini, dude. The guy's like the biggest badass in comics. He's so cool.
Dude, why would you go from being a escape artist to being a comic book artist? Like, how's that happen?
Yeah.
You know?
Look at this guy. Yeah, he was in a band, like a rock band.
Dude.
Guys. Escape artist. He was a pickpocket when he was a kid.
Dude.
Homeless. Look at this. Tied to railroad tracks. How freaking amazing.
The
He's
guy
got it all.
is nuts.
He told us when we were there, he was part of this exclusive club called the Witch Doctors Club, and in New York. And you had to, there was 2 forms of criteria that you had to be part of it. You had to be a published writer and a working magician. And so in the club was him, a bunch of people, but including him was Walter Gibson, who was the creator of The Shadow and writer of The Shadow, and Orson Welles, who everybody knows who Orson Welles is. But so those are the people he would hang out in this club. So yeah, but this is from the museum. It has all the pieces that were at the. Look at this, pretty cool paintings and stuff.
Yeah.
So and all the shadow stuff, which is amazing. He's got the big noses. Super cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, let's see what's here. Some Captain America work. Yeah, the guys. Yeah, there you go. So cool. He just oozes coolness. We got some Mavericks links in the chat. If you guys haven't backed Mavericks,
Yeah.
It is Shadow Band.
In demand. Yeah. Shadow Band. Before I turned 18, as a child, I was
They banned a child.
martyred. Yeah,
Wow. Shame on them.
for real. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So he's a really cool guy and very influential.
Oh, that's dope.
Wow, look at that. That's crazy. It's like warped.
Dude, what the?
I wonder how they did that.
Yeah.
Some cool stuff. Yeah. So what are you doing today, Noah?
Oh, just school and then Mavericks stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm working on like some pages leading up to like the final big battle scene and stuff.
That's awesome.
Working on drawing a lot of gore, a lot of blood.
Nice.
You know.
Some gore. Yeah, I just got in. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah, I remember this. This is kind of
Oh, dude, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Jasper was saying he really brought in graphic design and psychedelic nature to comics, and almost like surrealist approach to storytelling in comics, which I dug. Some cool. I think this is from Eerie. Good examples of passage of time and stuff.
Dude, look at all those panels.
Yeah.
Dude. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Like 21. Dude.
Yeah. It's really cool.
What book is this?
So
that you're looking at right now.
Oh, this is from a book that I think he put out about his career, and I think he goes into explaining the panel, like uses of panels. It's called Art Noir.
Okay.
And it's his. I doubt it's in print anymore. I think it's out of print.
Yeah.
Oh, he also did the history of comics in 1970, which is like he draws every comic character in here, and he wrote this. So it's just about comics and stuff. So he's a guy. Look at Tarzan. Ooh, the shadow. Yeah, he's a big.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and all this stuff is on
says,
the free comics. What's up?
Yeah. Jasper says you got to find that MC Escher inspired page.
I think I know what he's talking about. It is from a Nick Fury book, and it's like black and white, and it's got stairs everywhere. You know, MC Escher's that famous painter where it's the room with the infinite stairs, which is really cool.
Just so you know, there's like a tiny echo.
Oh, okay. I should be able to fix that. Should be fixed now. Proto Sin City stuff. Yeah, we got Keenma in the chat. What's up, Keenma? Good to see you in the chat. Master Dan is here. Phill, because I'm cool that way. Diaz. That's right. I try. Yeah, you know, Harley Davidson said it best. It's better to be dead and cool than alive and uncool. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Speaking of layouts, I just got some layouts from my boy Ricardo, who's doing the Lost Pages 3.
Oh,
and let me see. I think I showed this off earlier. This was a layout. I think this was page 19. And I really like how he does his layouts digitally pretty quick, but it's really cool just to see the layouts complete compared to the finished page.
Yeah.
Some action
I
going
might
on.
try doing layouts digitally.
I know a lot of
Shelby,
people
like,
that
suggested it, but I don't know.
You save on the
Speaking of-
paper, right? And
yeah,
time, I think.
well, like I do layouts like a thumbnail or whatever sometimes, most times, and then I just
Right.
go straight to the board. Like I don't really do a full size layout and then like transfer it over. So I'm
Mhm.
not really using too much extra paper at all, just the paper for the thumbnail. But I don't know. Hey, speaking of layouts, what do you think about John Romita Jr.?
I haven't read a lot of his stuff. I know he did Daredevil, right?
Yeah, dude. Dude, you gotta. Have you read Daredevil, Man Without Fear?
No.
Dude, you gotta read that, my guy. It's like one of my favorite comics ever. It's so good. So good, dude.
I'll have to check it out.
Dude, JR is so good at layouts and like storytelling and stuff.
Yeah.
And like page turns and stuff. He's so good at it.
Casper saying Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, check. He was just on Billy Tucci's show,
Yeah.
Pop XP.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care too much for like his actual like drawing, like his style. Like I think it's cool, but it's not like, oh, I want to try and draw like that, you know? But like his layouts and like compositions and stuff, I think are like really, really cool. Have you read Daredevil
Let's
Man
see.
Without Fear? Oh yeah. Here you go.
Look, it's Stan.
Wait. I think this is like
What?
something else.
Yeah, this isn't it.
Yeah. This isn't it.
What is this?
Maybe I had the name wrong. I don't think I did.
That's Judd McKay. Here we go. It's probably this one.
Okay, it's called
Why would
Daredevil,
they
the
do-
Man Without. Yeah. There you go. That's it. That's it.
Why would they make another story with the same name?
Because they're retarded, Phil.
There you go. Yeah, this is.
Yeah. Dude, like, look at that layout.
Yeah, Miller writing. This one?
Mm-hmm. No.
What's up with it's
Go,
just what
go,
do you mean with this layout?
go,
Oh, this one.
go up that one. Dude, like, come on. Look
Yeah,
how
yeah.
cool that is. You know?
Yeah, it's
And
cool. I
suppose,
like that.
yeah, and when Miller wrote it, supposedly it was only like so long originally, and then like John Romita Jr. started drawing it, and like halfway through, Frank Miller like threw like 80 pages extra, and it became this super
Yeah.
long thing, you know? Yeah, dude. It's one of my favorite comics of all time.
Miller, it's a good writer.
Dude, he's my favorite writer. Oh, like
Look at the size. I mean, comparatively to the
I
kid,
know.
but this punching bag looks huge.
yeah,
Oh, this is cool.
yeah. I actually really like the finishes on this. Like I dig his style in this book. You know.
So is this a different kid or is this young Daredevil?
That's young Daredevil. Yeah, so it starts out with him as a kid and you see his origin
Oh,
and
this is
everything.
Stick, huh? Is this
Yeah,
Stick
Stick.
or no? Okay.
Yeah, Stick. And he goes, trains Matt. And like you see Matt meet like Elektra and Foggy and you see him, begin to be Daredevil. Like, dude, look at this stuff.
That's
So
good.
good.
The
So good.
silhouetted stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and that spread. Like, come on, dude. Like this city stuff is like super inspirational. Like I'm doing some stuff in volume 2 where I'm like pulling from this.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so cool.
That's Matt's dad.
Yeah.
That's cool. Whoa, what's that? Dang, JR.
Dude. Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
He's
You'll have to
dude.
do that.
Yeah. I mean, like And the later issues like get better and stuff. It's pretty cool. Definitely like probably top 3 comics of all time.
Jess wants to know if you've read Sin City yet.
I haven't read it. I've looked at the art.
Yeah, Sin City's good. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Dude, I think JR is like the best artist who like draws like the like rain, because he's done like this pretty iconic image of like Spider-Man in the rain. It looks awesome. He's done this really cool Superman cover in the rain. He's just because like rain is kind of hard to do. Like,
have you seen Miller's Rain?
Yeah, I have. But like, dude, his stuff, I think his rain only works in black and white. Like, part of the hard thing about rain is getting it to work after it goes to color. At least for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like how this is the issues and they're like 12 pages each.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's because it was originally printed in a Dark Horse Presents as shorts.
Okay.
When it's serialized shorts. Let's skip to issue 5. I'm sure I could find it with Marv. Oh, this is so cool, dude. Like all he keeps the perspective still, and then the void. That's so sick.
Yeah.
And then
so
my favorite thing is like the shadows cast with the bricks.
Yeah. So I heard that when Frank Miller did this stuff, he actually like drew all of it out in pencil, like he drew it like normally, and then he went in with the ink and made it look like this way, but like the underdrawing was there and stuff.
Right, and then he whited it out or used white paint.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That would have to be the way you would do it traditionally.
Yeah. Dude, that panel with the guy getting his headshot is so cool with the blam. Yeah.
And her, that's crazy. Yeah, super fun. I love that stuff. We got Genuine Comics in the chat. What's up, Dave?
Hail.
Dave. Hail the lore us. Good to have you in the chat here. Yeah, just taking a look at stuff. Probably gonna wrap up the stream. If you guys haven't yet, please check out. Oh, we could do a little reveal too. We got 39 people in the chat because we hit a milestone today. We broke 200 backers on the Lost Pages 3, which means now that we're at 200 backers, we get to look at the amazing Shelby Robertson back cover that's going to be on the back cover of the Bisley book. It goes perfectly with the Bisley cover. We'll reveal that in a couple seconds. If we could take a look at the trailer here, and then I'll do the big reveal. Noah, are you going to stick around?
Awesome.
For that? Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So everybody, please, if you guys haven't backed yet, now's a great time. We're inching towards 20K, which is going to be our first trading card reveal, or first trading card that everyone is going to get, which you can see right here. It's part of our animated series line. We got Crim and Jazz in that Bruce Timm style. So definitely back so we could reach that stretch goal, because we got a lot more unlockables, bookmarks, more trading cards, prints, stuff like that. So here is the trailer. I hope you guys enjoy.
I remember childhood without any friends. Just me and my imagination. Kids could be little demons. It was hard enough dealing with the ones in my head. But you meet a real monster, that's when you grow up fast. I couldn't deal with it alone. So I made up my own friend. Crim's my best bud, I don't know what I'd do without him. But there's some things we should keep locked away. Not the imaginary friends, but the imaginary fiends. Krim, where are you?
There we go. There's the trailer. This is our 6th book, which is crazy. Crowdfunding. And I'm glad people are digging this character. It's one of my favorites to write. Going to be a lot of action in here, a lot of monstrous inner demons that we're going to see in Jazz's head when Krim gets sent back there. We got the psychopathic wastoid, who's the new son, who I think everybody's going to really dig. And Simon Bisley cover. If you guys are into Simon or Lobo, incredible cover here. That is going to be the alternate cover. And the interior work by Ricardo is just off the wall. So cool. Great colors too. I mean, I think this is some of the best stuff we're putting out.
Yeah. It's awesome.
This is so cool. And Dan Dahl killing it on the silhouette at the beginning, doing the prologue and the ash can too. So if you guys haven't read any of this stuff before, then you should check out the collected version, the tome that we're doing. I have a proof copy right here. It's a smaller manga size in black and white grayscale. So you could get to see all of, Joe Ball art in here, all that detail at grayscale. And the contrast is still there on these images. And it's just a perfect way to catch up on everything. We got some Masquerade if you guys are into pulp characters like the Shadow, and so much cool artwork in there. So that's only $20. So it's a perfect jumping on point if you guys haven't grabbed it yet. And we're doing statues, which is insane that we're able to do this stuff. Dream come true. So jump on it and tell your friends too, because you're not going to be able to find us on Indiegogo, which is unfortunate, just like Noah's campaign or Shadowban 2. So you guys can't even search us. If you search us on Google, you'll find a backer kit, and then you can get to there, to the campaign from there. But the best way is to go to zadecomics.com. That has a link directly to it, or grab a link from the chat and tell your friends. So it's the moment we've been waiting for, Noah.
Yeah, I'm waiting here. I'm waiting, and you're, pitching your book. I'm like, come on, show the cover.
Here's the back cover. If you guys get the Bisley book, this is going to be on the back cover. It's totally by Shelby. Pencils, inks, and colors. And it just blew me away. So check this out. This is the first reveal. Don't tell anybody about this, guys.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Right? It's got the cigar.
Dude.
It's going to be awesome. So you guys have this to look forward to. Thank you for getting us to 200 backers. And you spread the words, because we want to get as many backers as possible to bring you some awesome stuff. We got some guest artists doing trading cards. And Shelby and I had this idea for this back cover that would go perfectly with the Bisley book. And he sent me the inks on this. And I'm like, wow, this is really cool. And then when he sent me the colors, I'm like, it just brought it to another level. Like Shelby's colors are some of the best I've seen. That's right. Yeah. Whack ass knows. It is a Lobo homage to Lobo with the cigar. Saying Geeks Lobo's back. But so cool. Yeah, we got Dan Lawless in the chat. What's up, Dan? This is wild. I dig that. So a lot of attitude in this piece, and I think it represents the fun in this book. Like Krim is a outspoken, bombastic character who doesn't take guff from nobody. So I think this is perfect for him. We're going to see him just because of this. I'm like, we got to have Lobo with a cigar in the book too. So there's going to be a part where he's smoking a cigar like a badass.
Dude, like the colors are so good.
Yeah.
Like the smoke and everything. Like, dude, it's nuts.
Yeah, it's It's so cool. Let me see. Here's a get a little zoom in on here. Look at that. And he was really proud of the colors on the cigar. Look at that.
Yeah.
So good. And he gave him like a little new dangle earring with this mad smiley face. I thought that was pretty sick. All the drool, just the detail.
Dude, that cross hatching on like his neck is awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, Shelby's so good. So
dude,
good.
I know it's wild. I think this one day we're gonna have to make this into a shirt because I would love a shirt with just this on it. Black shirt would be so cool. Jasper says it looks like a Pit #1 homage. It's not. It's actually a Lobo ad to Bisley's Lobo's Back. Let me see if I can find it. Lobo's Back ad Bisley. And I love this because it like broke the fourth wall to the reader. I think this is from, it might not have been published. It might have been published in an ad in a book, but I think it was a standee at comic shops. So check this out. So you got that's so I think, Shelby took it to a whole nother level with, the colors and everything. Yeah. So he's got the After Biz homage stamp here. And if you guys were Spawn fans, when Capullo was doing Spawn, Capullo did a cover that was actually a swipe of this, and it was what's his name? Wynn? Is it Jason Wynn?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was a swipe of this.
Dude, that was a swipe?
Yeah. Yeah, because all the darkness over here added. But I think Shelby did an even better job.
Yeah, dude. Dude, like the color palette with the orange on the cigar and then the blue hair flame thing. Dude, it's so good.
Metal prints.
This has gotta be like one of Shelby's best pieces. Like, I'm serious. Like,
yeah,
it's so good.
I agree. He's getting better and better, man. This is so awesome. I'm glad you guys dig it. Let everybody know, share the link around, and I'll be posting this tomorrow since we have 200 backers. Hopefully we could get to 300 and break that $20,000 goal so we can start unlocking those awesome trading cards. Noah, your book, how's everything going on that?
Yeah.
Let me get that up.
Here, I'll share my screen.
Cool.
There you go. All right, new campaign. Yeah, so Mavericks Volume 2, Judgment of Doom. Story of a man finding world save ours. After the events of Mavericks Volume 1, Mavericks is left in a state of grief because of the tragic loss of the one closest to him. He returns to Earth, finds his city being destroyed by all these mutants who he thought he killed. And the bad guy is this galactic conqueror dude who's manipulated all these events to his benefit. And he's made it his focus to annihilate Mavericks' will to live and humiliate him publicly in an effort to discourage any fighting spirit within these citizens of these planets who he plans to conquer. Because Mavericks' legacy as this great hero has spread throughout the cosmos. So if he's made to look like a fool and like a wimp, what's the chances that these citizens could fight against this guy? So they might as well just give up. So that's the plot. It's a installment and multi-issue story arc. Here's some art, some newer art, because I gotta update the campaign page. But
cool.
Got this cool shot of Mavericks. He's got an awesome sword. But and I was messing around with a cemetery scene, so I got the cool gnarly tree and everything like that.
Yeah, that's
gnarly. So super close to $11,000. Everybody go out there, please back it. It's awesome. You're gonna be getting 3 trading cards as stretch goals and a mini print and a sticker. So yeah, go check it out and thank you.
Awesome, man. Yeah, thanks for everybody in the chat. I'm gonna be streaming tonight at 10 o'clock again with everybody for the Hardline. So just wanted to stop in, give you guys an update, take a look at those cards and everything. So glad we got to 200 backers so we could show that awesome back cover off. I appreciate you guys being here. Go find another stream. I don't know who else is streaming right now. Let me see.
I don't think
Go over to
anybody.
my subscriptions. Yeah, it's a good time to stream. We got Devil Flyers on. Go over to his stream. Hyper Wizard is another awesome chat. Let me see if I could actually send you guys to another chat. Let's see if I could send you to Hyper Wizard's chat. But Noah, thanks for coming on,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah. Thanks for sending me the link.
Yeah, of course. Let me see. I sent it out to a few people. Glad you showed up with Phill. You gonna do any streams this week?
Possibly. I don't know. I'm busy with catching up with school because I kind of fell behind in some of the schoolwork. So I'm like swamped right now trying to get caught up with school and then trying to keep working on pages, But
yeah,
I'll stream later this week maybe. If like Shelby does one, maybe I'll hop on or something.
Yeah, Shelby did one yesterday, I think.
Yeah. Dude, he didn't stream in like forever.
I know, it's been so long.
Yeah.
Here's Hyper Wizard stream. Go over there. Hyper Wizard stream. I'm gonna drop the link into the chat. Let him know we sent you. He's doing some animations, drawing some Jack Show guys. Pretty funny stuff. He's a cool guy. And we'll see you guys on the flip. What's up, Noah?
Jasper says no in Tampa. I don't think so. I'm probably not going, but yeah.
Oh, that's far.
That was it. I just wanted to answer the question. So.
Cool. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll see you guys in Tampa, and we'll catch you on the flip flop. Dan says had a blast on Apex Comics channel talking about to Devil Flyer. Yeah, Devil Flyer is awesome. Go check him out too. I'll see you later, guys.
Later.
Bye.
See you.